Hi, I'm Caroline from EmpowerIn, and I partner with nursejournal.org to cover the topic of inspiring non-traditional jobs in nursing, from changing the world to leading the way. We really hope this video inspires and helps you. If it does, please do us a favor and give the video a thumbs up. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. What can you do with a nursing degree? Find out here. You've probably heard over and over that nursing is one of the fastest growing professions in the country. But maybe you're not sure if taking care of patients in a hospital is the right choice for you. Or perhaps you've tried that bedside nursing thing, and if you hear another call light, you're gonna scream. It's really okay. Bedside nursing isn't for everyone. However, that doesn't mean that nursing isn't for everyone, or at least many people. Many nurses ask themselves, what other jobs can nurses do? Opportunities abound for nurses who want to leave the bedside but still use their nursing degree. It all depends on your passion. As they say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Cliches aside, it's really true. The first step is to find your passion. Do you love watching crime dramas? Forensic nursing is an up-and-coming profession. Are you an adrenaline junkie? Apply for your hospital's transport team as a flight nurse. You'll be flying across the country and bringing the sickest patients to your hospital for care. That sounds exciting. Perhaps patient care is not your forte, but you love technology. You should pursue a health informatics career. There's a need in place for a nurse in nearly every industry. Keep watching to see what type of nursing career lights your fire. Specialties inspired by a passion for social change. A common answer to the question, why did you go into nursing, is to make a difference in my patients' lives. But what if you had a drive to effect widespread change? Public health nursing might be for you. Public health nursing, public health research, or epidemics research might be your dream field. Public health nurses are charged with caring for entire communities. They help determine which factors directly impact their community's health and work to create interventions to help as many people as possible. Advocacy and health education are mainstays of public health nursing. If research fuels your passion, public health nurse researcher is a profession to consider. You can assist other public health nurses in the fight to improve lives. Epidemics research involves studying the ways diseases move in and between populations to determine how best to treat and prevent the spread of disease. Regardless of your choice, you will be making an enormous difference in the lives of the population you serve. Serving the underserved, special populations. Hospitals are overcrowded and understaffed. Nurses who care in the community allow for vulnerable populations to remain in their homes and out of the hospital and nursing facilities. Home health nurses visit the homes of their patients to perform skilled nursing tasks, such as assessments, wound care, medication management, and care planning. Similarly, hospice nurses enter the homes of patients at the end of their life to make sure their needs are met. They focus on pain control, helping their families through the grieving process, and ensure the patient's dignity is maintained. You may also enjoy being a community nurse. Community nurses may focus on one special population, such as patients with HIV, homeless patients, or immigrants. They work to ensure care is available to that specific population. Do you enjoy helping patients or companies in a different way? Perhaps giving them legal advice? Legal nurse consultants analyze and give opinions about delivery of care and outcomes related to medical malpractice, personal injury, or life care plan cases. A law degree is not necessary. Most legal nurse consultants learn on the job. They may be employed by law firms, hospitals, insurance companies, government agencies, or even themselves. Specializing in fields of medicine. Perhaps you're not ready to leave bedside, but adult med-surg nursing is no longer challenging for you. Kids offer a new array of illnesses, issues, and needs. They're not just tiny adults. Pediatric nursing can be extremely challenging, but also incredibly rewarding. You could find yourself caring primarily for asthma patients on a respiratory care floor, trauma patients in the pediatric ICU, or babies weighing less than a pound fighting for their lives in the newborn ICU or NICU. Oncology nurses are specially trained in caring for patients with cancer. These often medically fragile individuals require chemotherapy, which the nurses can be certified to administer, and their care is often exceedingly complex. If you're ready to step away from the bedside, however, perhaps informatics is a possibility for you. As a health informatics nurse, you could work on a specific unit to help tease data from the patient's charts. to help the medical team recognize patterns in care and outcomes. This is an excellent way to be part of the healthcare team while foregoing direct patient care. Adrenaline boosters. Exciting fields in nursing. Do you spend your days off rock climbing, whitewater rafting, or skydiving? Perhaps you need a nursing job that gets your adrenaline flowing. Critical care nurses care for the sickest of the sick in the intensive care units. They're highly trained individuals who drag patients back from the brink of death on a daily basis. Critical care nurses are often required to respond to codes in the rest of the hospital. Emergency department nurses and trauma centers assess and stabilize patients who may come in after a car crash, gunshot wound, or home improvement accident. Their patient loads vary from dehydration from the flu, accidental dismemberment, to mass casualty incidents, and much more. If you're an adrenaline junkie who likes variety, perhaps the emergency department is for you. Forensic nurses work with victims of violence to collect evidence of assault and treat the patients for the trauma they have endured. They often work in emergency departments or with the police to care for victims of abuse and violent crimes. Lead the way. Nursing with leadership in mind. Case management nurses help coordinate the care of patients with complex medical needs who receive multiple services. They often work with medical teams in the hospital to ensure the patient's needs will be met upon discharge. Case managers are well aware of the resources available to their patient population and work to connect their patients with them. Health administrators manage nursing units as well as entire hospitals. They use their unique nursing background to advocate for their staff and patients. If you would like to move away from the bedside and into the boardroom, a career in health administration could be the logical next step for you. Clinical nurse leaders are master-prepared nurses who work with a specific hospital unit. They assess the needs of their patient population and determine which health issues are specific to them. Pressure ulcers, central line-associated bloodstream infections, and ventilator-associated pneumonia all fall within the purview of the clinical nurse leader. The clinical nurse leader is charged with assessing the problem, processing available evidence-based guidelines, and formulating a plan to apply those guidelines to the care of his or her unit's specific patient population. Additionally, they institute pilot projects, assess their value, and advocate for policy changes as necessary. These are but a fraction of the non-traditional nursing opportunities available. Do your research, determine your passion, and work towards a career you find fulfilling. You've worked hard for your nursing degree. Don't let anything stand in the way of utilizing your degree and your potential to the fullest extent. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you visit nursejournal.org, a popular social community for nurses worldwide. One of their best features is this page right here, which houses over $200,000 worth of scholarship opportunities. This is just the start of what they have to offer. Click here to visit nursejournal.org.